here's the inside story that I've been able to get. Dusty Baker has not been offered a contract extension in Houston, despite what he has accomplished, the post-cheating scandal. Dusty Baker is feuding with their front office. He's tired of the analytics and the tampering and the badgering and his owner, Jim Crane. There's a theory that Dusty may leave Houston at the end of the season. And if that's the case, now you got two managers who've both been in the dugout for 26 years, both with a lot of success, Dusty a bit more than Buck, available to be hired. Do you have the Angels inside phone number? We'll just go, that's area code 714, I know.
Yeah.
If Dusty becomes available at the end of the Astros playoff run with Buck, I mean, that's two marquee guys. And that, to me, is what the Halos need. Dusty Baker, unbelievable to get them to where they are. Pitching problems first half of the season, catching problems, a little bit of slumps at the end of the year. In 26 years, his record, Hall of Fame numbers, 2,237 wins in 26 years with 5 teams. Now, Buck has already said, I want to interview and I want to manage immediately, and I'm interested in the Halo job. In 26 years, Buck Showalter, 1,737 victories. He's managed in a lot of bad situations. Texas was a disaster. Baltimore was with a bad owner and a rebuild. And what he did early on with the expansion, Arizona Diamondbacks, pretty impressive. So, are you shocked that Dusty might exit? And if he had Dusty and Buck, who's going to hire him?
That's a great question. Definitely the Angels are in on this. The Giants have an opening, right?
Cleveland's got an opening.
There's talk. I've heard rumors that Melvin said he's in San Diego, but he might go out the back door and go back to San Francisco, would leave the Padres with an opening. But, Dusty Baker is a cool dude, isn't he? I mean, he played ball with Hank Aaron on the Braves in the 70s. He smoked pot with Jimi Hendrix way back in the day. He's a great guy, and he'd be a thrill to have as any kind of a manager or leader, gets instant respect. Buck is more of a hardcore guy, though, isn't he? Is he more of a disciplinarian, more of a Marine, drill sergeant type?
Buck, when the stories of Buck Showalter in Arizona are unbelievable, of all the stuff that he did. He wanted control over every facet. The colors of the paint on the wall, in the locker rooms, in the clubhouse. He's the one that designed, if you recall, their first uniforms were turquoise and purple.
Yeah.
He designed that.
Really?
Yeah. So is it unfair to say control freak? But the guy has won a lot of games in Major League Baseball. And I think the Angels they're in a great situation, and they desperately need credibility.
Huge. Yeah.
And if Dusty becomes available on top of Buck, I'd be going to Houston to interview Baker, and I'd make sure I got to Virginia to sit down with Buck Showalter. And the Angels, they got to hire, and they got to hire quick, because these are two really good guys. I hope they don't make a mistake here.
Well, just quickly, Dusty gave the Astros instant credibility after the scandal.
Sure.
So, yeah, he's terrific. Showalter, though, man, he was checking Joe Musgrove's ears, right? So
he's a competitive, fierce dude.
Yeah, but he's just, that was a little too far for me. So I'm more of a Dusty fan than a Buck fan.
Okay, let's go from that.